on Rotay Youth Exchange has opened me up to so many more experiences and different people and different cultures.
I think exchange helped me to grow up and become the person that I wanted to be.
Exchange is like living a whole lifetime in a year, and you grow so much.
A very, very formative situation. It was just shaped me and helped me become a better person.
So I found out about Rotary Youth Exchange from my grandfather, who is a Rotarian in the Kippa Club.
I really wanted to get some new experiences and meet new people, and the idea of learning a new language and going overseas and being independent really intrigued me.
My friends were so supportive of me. They thought that it was the most exciting thing in the world, and they all wanted to do it as well.
The Australian side of it was quite easy. Rotary facilitates a fantastic program.
We had a lot of help from Rotary throughout the whole process.
It can be easy if you're organised and you fill everything out and get it back to them really quickly.
We had a number of orientation weekends, and the Youth Exchange Committee did a really good job going through things like culture shock and modes of transport and the best way to set up a bank account, your phone.
I was 17 when I applied and started my exchange year. I was really nervous but also mostly excited.
All the nervousness really was extinguished after a 26-hour flight, and being greeted by such a warm family and group of people at the airport was really heartwarming for me.
I didn't really know what to expect when I walked out of customs, but as soon as I did, my host family was there waiting and really, really excited to meet me.
The people that were there to greet me at the airport were so welcoming and so friendly, and I just felt instantly at home.
Going to school in a foreign country is a bit scary, but everyone was really friendly and tried to help me out where they could.
The students were just so welcoming to have an Australian there, and the teachers really helped you find your classes and talk through your work and stuff. So school was one of the best things about the exchange program with Rotary.
You have all your own sort of perceptions of what school's going to be like overseas that you take from home, and it's just so different. But at the same time, I never once felt excluded or anything like that. So they were all excited to come meet an Australian and sort of try their English out on me and stuff like that.
I've never been the new girl before, so it was a very different experience, but it was so much fun.
Going to a country where they don't speak a lot of English, there's always going to be communication barriers, but you'd be surprised how much you can convey with body language and smiles and nods.
With my friends, it wasn't difficult. They'd sort of maintain a bit of English and German and help me out with any words that I couldn't really figure out.
I'm kind of a slow learner when it comes to languages, but my host families were so helpful and they were so patient.
So when I first got there, I was trying to communicate with a bit of English, and my host family helped a bit with their English, but they didn't know too much. And so even some simple things, I'd say one thing and they'd think another. But by the end of the year, I had managed to learn the language and get really involved. And so by the end of the year, I was able to manage completely fine, and there weren't any communication issues.
The best memories really correlate to the best people. So I know a week that I spent skiing with one of my best friends in his family's house up in the mountains is definitely one of the most memorable experiences.
So all the good memories revolve around my school friends, my exchange friends, my host family. Whenever I hang out with them, we have such a great time.
The best adventure I went on was our Euro tour that was put on by our Rotary district, and we visited, I think, 7 European countries in 3 weeks.
I actually think the whole exchange was out of my comfort zone at first. If you asked me 5 years ago, would you go overseas and leave your family and live with strangers for a whole year? I would say no, straight away.
Well, I gave eating chicken feet a go, along with some other strange foods like crickets and scorpions.
One of the best experiences that I had on Rotary Youth Exchange in France was going on the bus tour through Europe. So we had a bus of exchange kids going through countries and seeing other cultures other than France. It was absolutely amazing to see all this kind of history.
Probably my best adventure would be when I went with a few of my exchange friends to Lithuania for a week. And that was just an amazing time because it's not a place I would normally think to visit.
I made some of the best friends I have ever made in my life and probably will ever make. I just couldn't imagine them not being part of my life in the future.
We still try to hang out like every 6 months to a year, and whenever we get together it's like we never had any time apart.
I have friends all over the world now because of Rotary Exchange. I have fantastic friends, and my host family is sort of like my own family now.
It certainly helped me grow as a person, as I'm able to communicate with a lot more people now from different backgrounds and cultures and stuff, and have a new understanding of the world around me.
I think it is the most rewarding educational experience.
If you are thinking about doing it, do it, because if you don't, you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Don't think about it too much at first. Don't worry about too much. Just apply, see where it takes you, see what the options are.
You'll learn so many life skills from this 12 months. It's really a great opportunity, so go for it.
Rotay Youth Exchange is not a year in your life, it's a life in a year.